WAEC and NECO examinations has been made easy by the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education with the Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO Candidates television program. Join seasoned teachers as they take you through these core subjects: mathematics, English language, physics, chemistry, and biology, targeting the exact syllabus of WAEC and NECO. Watch Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates on this station. Learners can also connect with Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates through these social media platforms to access more educational content and give their feedback. Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates. Pass your examinations with flying colors.
Hello learners, you are welcome once again to Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates. And today we want to look at another interesting topic in mathematics, and that is perimeter and area of plane shapes.
Eko Learners Support, a support program of the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education for WAEC and NECO candidates.
Alright, so what are those things that we want to cover under perimeter and area of plane shapes? We want to be able to identify and name examples of plane and solid shapes. How do we differentiate between them? To be able to identify which ones are plane shapes, and at the same time obtain the perimeter and area of compound shapes. Sometimes we have shapes being combined together, one or two. So how do we do that? All right. So yes, but before we start the journey, let me just give you an icebreaker. Okay, we have two questions here, and what I have here, assume that the cubes here are cartons of noodles. How many cartons are there in each diagram? So this is diagram 1 and this is diagram 2. So can you quickly give me the answer? This is 1 and this is 2. Yes. I hope you have done that. Yes, what's the answer? Interesting. So let's look at it. Yes. Using mathematics. Actually, if you look at this, you realize that you cannot see all the cartons there. So how do you count it? So, and that is where the knowledge of geometry in mathematics comes in. So how do we do that? The same thing here. And from here, what do I just do? Let's assume, so each one, count 1, 1, 1, making 3 here. And we have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, making 5 here. And what is the height? 1, 1, 1, making 3. So, to calculate this, to know the number of cartons we have here, just multiply the length by breadth, multiply by the height. And what is that? That is 45. So it means here, did you get that? Wow, that's great. So we have 45 cartons here. And the same thing here, the same manner. But here you may just need to cut the shape into 2. Cut the whole area into 2. So this, and what do we have? This is 1, 2, 3. This is 3 here. This is what? 1, 2, 3. And for the length to that side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it means the whole to this particular region will give us 3 times 3 times 5. That is also 45. But we need to add these small parts. which is 2 times 2 times 3. And that is what? 2 times 2 times 3. And that is 12. So we are adding 12 to 45. And that should give us 57. Learners, what we have just applied here is talking about volume of shapes. Volume of shapes. So which is also one of those things that we are going to learn. Alright. So plane shapes. What are plane shapes? The example you have seen the other time there is a solid shape. But here now, we want to look at plane shapes and solid shape. We want to differentiate between them. Now, you have seen probably, yes, you are familiar with your sheet of paper. Yes, just a leaf of paper. You have 40 leaves, 80 leaves, just a leaf there. You are familiar with it. Do you observe that it is, can you see that the thickness is negligible? You can't actually, you may not be able to measure the thickness, but you can actually measure the length and the breadth. Yes, but the thickness, it is somehow negligible. We may not be able to use our ruler to measure it. So, in such a case, we have what we call a plane shape. It's a plane shape. So, in plane shape, the height or the thickness is always negligible. Yes. But for solid shape, can you consider your textbook? Yes. You can see your textbook, the whole textbook. You can see the thickness of that textbook. In such a case, you can say that it has height. So your textbook now, we can measure the length, we can measure the breadth, and at the same time measure the what? Measure the thickness, which is the height. So in such a case, when you have a 3-dimensional shape, we call it a solid shape. So they are 3D shape. While plane shape are what? Just 2D shape. Like the leaf, a sheet of your paper. So that is a 2-dimensional shape. Just the length and the breadth. But for your textbook, the whole or the carton we talked about the other time. So what are the examples for plane shape? Let's say we have plane shapes here and we have solid shapes here. So we can see rectangle here. Yes. Which other one? We can talk of our triangle. In fact, all our polygons, quadrilaterals, they also fall here. So you talk of circle. You can also find it here. Now let's go to solid shapes. Solid shapes, like I said, they are 3D shape. Yes. Our cube is a solid shape. Our cuboid is a solid shape. Which other one? Cylinder. Yes. Cylinder. And if you look at all solid shapes, you realize that they have the capacity to hold something. We can keep something inside it. Yes. So we have so many like that. We also have pyramid and prism in general. Pyramid and prism in general. So all these, they are plane and solid shape. But for this, we want to look at plane shape. Alright? So perimeter and area of a rectangle. Yes. Perimeter and area of a rectangle. Rectangle is an example of a plane shape. Yes. And if you have to draw it, this is just a simple rectangle. Yes, it's of the same family with a square. The only difference is that a square, all the sides are equal. But in rectangle, all the sides are not necessarily equal. Alright, so this is the length and this is the breadth. The length, opposite sides are equal and parallel. So if this is the length, it's also length. Breadth, breadth. And in that case, we also have adjacent sides are perpendicular. That's one of the what? Properties of a rectangle. Alright. So from that, our perimeter is the total length, which we later have what? 2 into bracket length plus breadth by the time you add everything together. And for the area, it is just what? Length times breadth. Length times breadth. Alright. So take note of this. So that is, imagine the tiles in your house. Yes. In that case, you may want to know the number of tiles. That's one of the applications. You may want to know the number of tiles there. So we have tiles like this. And you have 3, 1, 2, 3. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. To know the number of tiles, you don't need to count everything there. Just count the length and the breadth, and you multiply. And to give you what? The total number of tiles in your room. So that is an example of how we can apply the area of what? A rectangle. So in the case of square, it means the perimeter is, because they are equal, it will give us L plus L, 2L, plus times 2. That will be 4L. And the area will be equals to length times length. That is length squared. Yes. So we'll be using those ones in our journey. So perimeter and area of compound shapes. There are some compound shapes that we know of. I want to look at some of them in this manner. So find the perimeter and the area of the following figures. So this is a compound shape. You can see this is a rectangle. Another rectangle has been merged to a particular rectangle. So how do we find the perimeter here? And how do we find the area? Just use the concept. Perimeter means total length round an object. So it means we want to add all the lengths together. But before we do that, let's be sure that all the lengths are given. So let's say this is 7 meter, this is 4 meter. This, yes, I've not seen this. Take note of that. This is 3, this is 3. These opposites are equal. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. So this is 3. This is 3. This is 2. This is 4. Okay. So it's only one that we have not known. This is, which is this. But then, the whole, this is 7 meter. It means everything here too must be 7. So if this is 2, this is 3. From here to here is 3. Making 5. It means the remaining 2 is here. So this is 2 meter. So can we quickly add them together? So perimeter will therefore be 7 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus, this is also what? This is 3 plus 2 plus 4. I hope I've exhausted that. 7, 4, 2, 3, 3, 3. Yes. So let me add that. This is 11. This is 13. This is 16. This is 19. This is 22 and 24. With this 28. So I have 28 meters as the perimeter. So 28 meter, can you confirm that? Yes. So confirm that. That's the perimeter. Then we also need the area. In the case of the area, how do we do that? Just divide it. Now, do you observe that I didn't add this? Yes. I don't need to add. It must not be added because perimeter means total shape, total length round the shape. This is inside. We don't need it. Even if it is outlined, if there is a line there, we don't need it. Right? Because it's not bound, it's not at the boundary, it's not outside. All right, so let's find the area. You can say this is area A, this is object B. The two objects have been merged together to form this shape. So in this case, how do you find the area? So you need to find the area of this, which is length times breadth. The area here is length times breadth. Okay? So here we have 7 times 4. The area will be area A. Area A. Area for A is length times breadth. That's 7 times 4. That's 28. Area B is what? 3 multiplied by 3. 3 times 3. And that is what? 9. So add the two together. The total area of the shape is 28 plus 9. And that is what? 37. 37. Now, area was the standard, there was the measurement. In this case, this is meter. So it means it will be meter squared. 37 meter squared. So that is the area for this particular shape. So based on what we have done here, can you apply that here? The same is still in the same manner. Just look at it. This is 8, this is 2, this is 5, this is 5, this is 5, this is 1. What is this? Opposite sides are equal and parallel. So this is also 5. Note that. This, start it. We are coming back to it. This is 5, this is 2. This is what? 8, because this is 8. So this is 8. And this is 15. So this is the only one you are starting. Okay, can you go back to it? Now look at the vertical here is 15 meters. Look at add all the verticals. We must also have 15. This is 2, this is 5, making what? 7. This is plus 1, making 8. Plus 2, making 10 out of 15. So it means the remaining one here is 5. So this is 5 meter. This is 5 meter. So for the perimeter, what you just need to do is what? Add all together. Add all. Be very careful when you are adding. It's very, very important. Yes. So add all. That is how you can find the perimeter. So I think I'm going to leave you with that. Find that perimeter. Then the next thing is what? The area of this shape. Yes. How do you find the area? Yeah. So what you do is that just like we have divided this, we have broken down this into their different components. So you break these two down into their different components. Now, you have different ways of doing it. Yes, you have different ways. But in my own style, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to divide in this manner. Okay? So I can say this is what? Region A. This is region B. This is region C. And this is region D. So, do you get that? If you like, you can do your own divide like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. No problem. You should get the same answer. So if I'm dividing like this, so area of region A, area A, it means what is the length? I have 15 by what? Since from here to here is 5, it means this is 3. So that is area A is what? 15 by 3. 15 times 3. That is what? 45. 45 meters squared. Area B. Area B, this is B. This is 5 meter by 2 meter. That's 5 by 2, which is what? 10 meters squared. which is 10 meters squared. So I've got area B, area C. Area C, which is this. It is also what? 5 by 1. 5 meter by 1 meter. And that is 5 meters squared. And lastly, area D. Area D is what? 5 meter by 2 meter. 5 meter by 2 meter. That's what? 10 meters squared. So can we add all the areas together? 45 plus 10. That's what? 55. Plus 10, 65. Plus 5, 70. So the total area is what? 70 meters squared. So we add that again. 45 plus 10, 55. Plus 5, 60. Plus 10, that is 70 meters squared. I hope you understand that. Yes. So with that, you should be able to look at this practice question. Under 60 seconds, find the area and perimeter of the figure. So this same figure, look at this. So can you find the area and at the same time find the perimeter? So the next 60 seconds for that. Oh, you are welcome back. I hope you got that, you find it very interesting. Yeah, that's good. So let's look at it together. All right. So perimeter first. Let's search for those dimensions that are not there. This is 7, this is 3, this is 2. This is based on this. Yes, this is 5 meter. So definitely this is also 5. This is 3 given, this is 5. This is not given. Star it. Okay, the next one, this is 3. So opposite sides are equal and parallel. So this is 3 meter. So this is the only one we need to find. So let's see. The whole of the horizontal is 7 meter. So we must add up all the horizontal too. You can so decide to bring this one up. When you bring 3 meter up, so it means this is 3 meters. So I have 2 plus 3, 5. So it means 7 minus 5 is 2. So this is 2 meters. Okay, so the perimeter now. Let's add together. So the perimeter is 7 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3. So I'm adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can use that to confirm whether there's no mistake there. So now let's add. This is 10. This is 20. And this is 25. This is 30. So 30 meters. So 30 meters. That is the perimeter. I hope you got that. Wow, that's great. So the area now, what do? You divide. In fact, you can decide to divide like this. No problem. but I would prefer to go with the lowest division, the lowest number of division, which is this. So this is region A and region B. So what's the area of region A? Area A will be the length times breadth. That is what? 7 times 3, which is 21 meters squared. All right. The second one, region B, area B. That is length times breadth, 5 times 3. 5 times 3, which is 15 meters squared. So then the total area will be addition of the two. If you add together, we have 36 meter squared. I hope you got that. Yes, that's great. Awesome. So I want to believe there are still many questions. I gave you one during the class. So go to those questions and attempt them. I know by the time you do that, you gain perfection in that particular topic.
Eko Learners Support, a support program of the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education for WAEC and NECO candidates.
So, for any comments, observation, or questions, you can always make use of our social media handles displayed on the screen. Thank you very much.
Acing your WAEC and NECO examinations has been made easy by the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education with the Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates television program. Join seasoned teachers as they take you through these core subjects: mathematics, English language, physics, chemistry, and biology, targeting the exact syllabus of WAEC and NECO. Watch Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates on this station. Learners can also connect with Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates through these social media platforms to access more educational content and give their feedback. Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates. Pass your examinations with flying colors.